FlyQuest, and then Dignitas on the other side, bringing some of that disengage with the Braum and the like. What do you make of the draft overall?
I mean, I think it's really interesting, right? We are going to see the Ignite Rumble again.
Technically leaning in that direction, but Santorin still hovering on the top side, having punished Spica in his own jungle. Impact, though, now losing his flash and more on to offset some of that pressure on the top side, are focusing down on this dragon here at the 6-minute mark. Able to burn it, no step up from
Tomo and Diamond are moving out from lane. They're trying to see where the hell is Spica? You know, where could this Viego be? We don't want to walk up all the way. They are going to spot him now.
Now have the eyes, throw out the volleys. Spica flashes to get more in the sights of Prince and Vulcan, but even after being exhausted, able to get knocked down. But Tomo also falling low. Ignite burns Prince here, getting the kill credit. But a scrappy fight in the bottom.
Answering his stolen red buff on the top side, so they search him out. They do get the kill in the 2v3.
All the while, Rich now in the 2v1 up top. Impact has the dominance, equalizer thrown down, but the burn won't be enough to finish him off. Rich seeing if he can take Spica, but Spica coming on through with a Heartbreaker to
kind of that full support build. We had been seeing more like Night Harvester and things like that. Nice flash hook.
Flashes, gets the hook, the knockup, and more. An attempt for Jensen to get on top of Vikla, but cannot pull him down.
Starting to get some more purchase in this game.
Now 4 members of FlyQuest down here on the Dragon.
Rich is coming as well.
Coming from mid. Teleport as Rich makes his way to the party. Stun up onto Spica. Tibbers is down. Tomo has to flash out of the fight. And Impact is coming from the jungle to get one last swing onto Diamond. Grabbing the kill and wanting to go for more. Jensen finds himself in the crosshairs of Prince here, but the equalizer blown down by Rich to try to zone off the rest. 3 taken away by FlyQuest. Pushed off the Dragon, and Dignitas punishing the play.
Yeah, good roam down, but Diamond is in between him and those targets. It didn't look like the Tibbers actually landed. Back to live, though. Vulcan looking for another play.
Trying to get the knockup, does manage it onto Tomo, which means Spica feels all prepared to go for the Heartbreaker. Diamond busted on back.
If you tag him with the Q, then all of a sudden Ash can maybe follow and try to chase him down and punish. But Vulcan seems to be able to get in and out of these fights.
Stun him up, takes a decent amount of damage, but no follow-up.
Yeah, Jensen not wanting to commit his flash, not wanting to go in over the wall.
It may be coming from to try and hook in. Dragon's already down to 50%. Jensen coming from the bot side.
Impact's gonna look over the wall here.
Diamond gets grabbed by Vulcan, but not the one you want, and Prince has fallen low. Equalizer dropped, and Rich focusing his sights onto Impact. Impact gone. Spica coming through with a Heartbreaker, and the Dragon has been reset into the pit, and FlyQuest already backing off.
Reset. They dropped Herald mid in the midst of that. Well, dropped Herald in the river and it went mid. So they are going to be able to get multiple towers here.
Responding similarly to the way they did last time, focusing back onto the Dragon. They've got Santorin once again, a few ultimates available, but no equalizer. That hasn't come up. No Enchanted Crystal Arrow, no Glacial Fissure. So FlyQuest feeling more agency and stepping up. Vulcan taking a bit of damage, and Rich trying to focus it, but the healing comes through. Daisy still setting on to the Dragon, and Dignitas zoning off FlyQuest. They don't have Vulcan to threaten with that hook anymore, so Dignitas feel a lot more comfortable hanging around this river.
Yeah, Prince is landing a lot of good poke there. Has the W evolve on the Kaisa. You know, he's just hitting those W's time and time and time again. Dignitas will get the kill.
You lose.
I won. I was about to deliver the news. Okay, Annie is dead. I'm just going to spoil it for you guys. I'm just going to spoil it for you. He is dead, and that's where we're going from.
Yeah, so Annie dies.
So 22:33. So that will include the death here.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
As Newsman Rez has.
This is also right where Rich paused essentially like immediately after that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Correct?
Yeah.
So
they
yeah,
paused
that makes
to do,
sense.
Arrow and
it's
his
on the
flash.
screen.
Oh, there you go.
it is.
Sick.
Yeah.
So without any of these things up, he's over the backside of the wall. He's gonna have to come group up with his team and just try and brute force through like Daisy and Braum and stuff.
Yeah.
Brahm's getting his ulti back up, by the way. So.
Yeah, for sure. So
no
like,
Ash Arrow, no
He's
Rumble.
going to TP to the same ward, but they haven't walked up and actually gotten queued by Daisy. So now Dignitas has to choose. Do they commit to the Baron?
Will they do so? Rich ventures forward, gets stunned up, knocked up, and more. Impact with Dominus activated, swings into the back line, and now Rich has fallen. So Dignitas retreating towards the top side, exhaust thrown onto Impact. The acceleration gate
Pretty heavily on a lot of upfront damage, you know. Yes, there is poke from Kaisa, but Annie, Viego, Renekton, all these champions, Blitzcrank, and you're hooking someone in, you're trying to burst them down. Mountain Soul is going to make that much more difficult.
And here, past 25 minutes, Over 1,000 gold in the lead for Dignitas. Just over 30 seconds to go on this Red Bull Baron buff. Bringing that pressure to the bot lane means that they get the tier 2 here. And that's a lot that they were able to siege off of this, because that sole point that they're putting themselves on, feeling pretty good about it.
Yeah, I mean, Impact canceled his recall, but he's so low. If he goes in, I think he's just going to insta-die. So I don't think this is going to work, but it seems like they're down to flip the game here. Vicla's going to TP in, and this could be the final fight.
Looking for it. Impact gets stunned, so trying to retreat in the direction of the mid lane. Rich is over the wall, and Jensen trying to go for it, but FlyQuest is going in. Santorin marked low, has Tibbers on his tail. Diamond right there in the bucket of multiple FlyQuest members. And Dignitas losing 2, traded for 1, as Vikla has also fallen.
Yeah, Prince was able to find the angle there into the back line. A huge fight from Prince. Is able to get in.
That turret for Dignitas bot is pretty weakened already, but they're going to go for the tier 2 here across mid. Spica goes in their favor. Dig still on the dragon. Vulcan making his way from Prince. With Prince over from the jungle, but takes a lot of poke. Equalizer thrown down. Impact going on to Rich, but that's one stopwatch right there. Stunned over the wall. Spica has left the building. Vulcan eliminated. Vikla popping his watch, but Jensen going for the slaughter. Dignitas, they claim the soul. A triple kill for Jensen. Going in pursuit for more. The Quadra gets it. Dignitas up on top in the fight.
They're hunting. They want to get him the Penta. They see Spica, but Spica is running for the hills.
Denying it. He knows what he's doing, but Jensen still sticking on Spica. Dignitas is going to go try to end the game. I see a world where they just kind of hold it at the Nexus as well.
Oh, wait, he's waiting for him. He gave it to him.
He followed up. He handed it over. Penta kill for Jensen. What a weird way to end it. But just in time for Dignitas to end the game. Jensen teleporting into the Nexus to be rejoined with his team and celebrate the ace in Penta.
Yeah. Powerful against champions like LeBlanc, who wants to be able to distort back. That depth charge is going to follow you, and you can still do some things like hooking the Rel out of her W, so there's ways.
Revenge falling low, gets the drawback onto Dokla. Contracts hovering nearby to follow up. Goes in with the Q. Flash for Flash. First blood drawn by Contracts.
To walk up. Palafox is missing as well, so Armeo's going to come up, but this is a level 4 Poppy who's not going to have the easiest time doing it. And Revenge is stuck watching this whole wave die. He's trying to get him range to at least get XP, and now we'll get him range to start farming this up. But that was a good 3, 4, 5 minions that were lost. Another plate is going to fall. Excuse me, the first plate is going to fall there for Dokla. So Dokla getting pretty far ahead off his exchange.
And now Palafox has retreated lane, so leaving 3 of energy, stunning up onto Revenge. And follow up here from Armeo. Contracts hooked by the depth charge here. Oh, the dredge line managing to catch him. Revenge sending over the wall. Contracts gone, 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 baby, gone. A double stun. Ignar, not long for the world, has fallen. Energy losing 2 over here on this top.
Though Unforgiven is going to be given some alone time to catch up in farm and to farm a plate of his own. Will be basing now, so it looks like they're potentially going to make a swap to match, because Revenge could be in trouble.
Energy once again spending time on this top side. Flash already used by Revenge, even denying Revenge so much. Just locked between these turrets. Afraid of what he can lose if he tries to stand too strong against Energy, but also trying to draw their attention as the rest of the team on Evil Genius.
5v5, it'll pay dividends, so I'm going to be interested to kind of track that. If they can actually poke it off him before those 5v5 engages come through, or if, you know, he gets hard engaged on by Rel and it makes a big difference.
And Ayla getting engaged upon currently means flashing over the wall. Armeo here to stay. Throws out the Keeper's Verdict. Teleport coming in for the Evil Genius's side. Dokla already centered on down. Dominus in effect. Revenge draws him in. Unforgiven throwing out the Featherstorm. Multiple burns and locks here in the Riverside. And Emperor's Divide already thrown, but Jojo, he falls low. Triple kill for FBI. A stun up here with the Glacial Prison. Make that a Penta! Second Penta of the day. Let's go, FBI claiming it.
FBI 13 minutes. Once again here, they're on the Herald, but could be in trouble.
Contracts already answering, throws in with the ult. Multiple knockups on both sides, but Ayla has fallen. Energy coming up on top in this fight thus far. Downtown Rocket hit some. Double kill set up for Palafox. Revenge on the retreat alongside Unforgiven. And Revenge already separated by Palafox, who's looking for the last hit with some autos. Gets it. Unforgiven might find Dokla waiting for him on the other side here with that wave ushering forth.
So EG just has nothing working for them at this point besides, you know, maybe hoping JoJo somehow, some way.
Who have the Rift Herald they previously acquired, trying to break up this turret so that the Herald can get a better crash onto the tier 2.
EG are TPing for this though. They're gonna try to stop this turret from being taken. I mean, they know they're way behind, so I think EG are the kind of team that are just going to look for fights, see if they can make something happen.
Armeo's the one that's trying to do it. JoJo flashing to get back, and Emperor survives on multiple. Unforgiven throws down the Featherstorm, gets multiple en route, but the teleport coming in from Energy means they've got more numbers at him. Palafox going for the kill onto Armeo, can't quite find it. A stun up onto Revenge, but he's able to dash out, focusing onto the turret. Energy create more of an opening for them to collapse upon Evil Geniuses, who have lost 3. One of them almost close in death. Revenge has to go back to the fountain to heal, which leaves Unforgiven alone. Gets a little bit tagged up by the chains, but still keeps his life. In the meantime, Energy are claiming control, able to grab as much as he would hope for against Energy, who are now working with over a 10,000 gold lead and funneling EG towards their base. Get a stun up onto Armeo, more to follow. Look at the damage coming from FBI. Armeo immediately eliminated once focused, and Revenge teleports in the center of it all, but Energy...
Dokla, you have hard engage from Ignar, so draw them to you, force that fight, win the fight, take the Baron, and the game.
Many flashes on both sides. JoJo just using his teleport to get into it, and one ult expelled here by Contract. Rue onto Armeo. The rocket comes from downtown to chunk down Unforgiven and Ayla, who tries to get his hook back into it. But now Revenge drawing one over the line. FBI just submerged into Evil Geniuses territory. But the trade backs are good. 2 have fallen for Evil Geniuses. Make that 3. Energy say we don't just need FBI's damage. We got so much more. Ayla, the victim. That pressure, you have that dragon spawned on the bot side too.
And 25 stack Mage Eyes. So EG just going to try to attack one side. Will force the flash. I think that's going to be it. Dokla trying to look for a little bit of turnaround. Will pop the ulti. I think that's a bit ambitious, but this is traded for a dragon on the other side of the map. One thing working for EG is there wasn't really any early dragons taken, so they have a lot of time before they have to worry about Soul. So really the only thing you have to defend is Baron. You don't care about dragons at this point. You can give up whatever. You're just trying to get farm. You're trying to survive, but Palafox is comically strong. I mean, he's 25 stack Mage Eyes. He's going to have the Lich Bane soon. He already has the Shiv and the Night Harvester, and now Ayla may be caught out.
Ignar slamming down, another rocket from downtown. Ayla hooking into the wall, but Ignar will latch onto him. Palafox still zoned off by Revenge on the bot side, but Ayla's life finally claims. Armeo down to half HP. Means Energy are feeling good about the top side matchup.
On the other side, you're losing too, so it is going to be back to the Baron. Armeo going to look, but he's going to go down.
Good forward positioning from Energy in the enemy jungle around this Baron take. FBI and Contracts are able to hold it down on their own. Forced into some defensive positioning. They want to get the wards in their favor, kind of on these direct outskirts, because you're worried about the way in which Palafox can kind of jump in and out over those walls. But look at how Dokla is able to focus onto that bot in him. And here on top side, Armeo running into some trouble. Ignar using the Magnet Storm to secure the kill for the squad. And now Palafox pushing up from the mid lane means that they can claim a second inhibitor and the turret on the top side. They're just going to go for all 3, because even though Evil Geniuses still have 4 up, can they make a stand? Ayla stunned up and burned down way too quickly. Palafox into the backline he goes. Unforgiven throwing out the Featherstorm. Double stasis from Dokla and JoJo, but only one erupts alive. Energy keeping up the pressure. They've taken every single turret here on the map. Looking to slap down the Nexus for a resounding win against your #1 team. Energy on top.
Energy with a big up.
Members. See if you can get those juicy backliners. Both Orianna and Aphelios do not have escapes of their own, so they're going to be reliant on their front line to peel.
Lulu messing him up here
Yeah, he's
early on.
wants that dive timing. We
All
get
right.
to see it. Some top lane focus flowers.
Let's go. Labyrinth's coming up to help Fudge. Can they get the dive here on solo? Arctic Assault connects. W2. Finally, your text is buddy. It's first blood. Back over to C9.
This is why we lay the groundwork, Flowers. You talk about Sejuani Renekton for 30 games straight, and they finally actually play to it. The dive for Cloud9 is successful. And now the dive for Immortals is going to be successful. There's no way you're living that.
M&S decided to try to stand and fight to see if he could buy enough time. As long as your R key is not broken, you will have presence in the game.
Oh man, they're gonna return to it too, Blabber.
Are they going to make a liar out of me? Are they going to bully Malphite so hard he's not even allowed to play League of Legends? No, sir, it's actually Solo getting the kill first there from the turret aggro. Blabber nearly...
So they pick up the objective in the aftermath then. While Cloud9 seem like they are on a mission to give Fudge some love after the interview yesterday.
Kind of weird.
Don't like those numbers.
Sending 4 melee minions. Oh! Berserker trying to get away, but he will not flash out in time. Pop, Blossom, Balulu got him. Nicely done from the Immortals, picking off the
Cloud will always be guaranteed the plate money if nobody else is there to soak it, and they're gonna fight.
Yeah, C9 saying, all right, you guys committed some resources killing off Berserker. Maybe we can get the fight now, and M&S just explodes Kenvi. But now Sven gets traded back as Balulu joins the fight. M&S and Blabber in retreat as Immortals have a 3v2. M&S flashes away from the dredge line and barely escapes the end of the hitbox.
Okay, Cloud9 have stopped the dragon, and Berserker's back and alive. Blabber over the top here.
Lulu in some trouble, disrespectfully walking right in front of the Cloud9 mid-jungle.
Cloud9 that reap the rewards.
Lulu wants that one back. I'll tell you that right now. Just walking through that little, not nearly as scared of the Croc as he used to be.
Patience.
Plus 3,000 gold for C9. Immortals looking to even that out a little bit further here as Berserker has to get away. The Heartbreaker from Kenvi sets it up for Tactical to find the first kill. Sven retreats in time back underneath the tier 1, so it will not be more than... All right, Fudge Factor coming in big. Tactical, very low. He knows he's dead no matter what. And Fudge is looking to lock down Treats and make sure it's not just one for the side of Cloud9.
Diving Berserker, and they've gotten him twice at least.
And I just want to point out for anybody that didn't notice it on the left side of the screen right there, alive and well. And if you're Immortals, man, contesting any of these neutral objectives means having to get through the brick wall that is Blabber Sejuani. But a nice engage coming out from Balulu yet again. This time it's going to be a shutdown on M&S to start things off. Immortals still looking for more. The 4-man crew, they're going to get through that brick wall. Raid boss down! Wreck them, baby. The raid boss is gone. And Immortals are ready to pick up some loot. Dive 1-1, so nobody's super on track for a soul just yet, and it's Chemtech soul, which most teams, I mean, let's just be honest.
They're gonna dive again, Flowers.
They don't care about it as much.
They open up the playbook.
He's ready to go. Berserker already flashed. Solo's over the wall. Balulu's over the other one. Berserker's gonna be the target, and Immortals just collapse. Cloud9 is crushed, and there's no way for him to fight back against that kind of a trigger pull. Solo finally drops, but now M&S is in danger. He's got to cut away back to Fudge, who shows up in the ruthless Predator. The slice, the dice. He picks up Kenvi, and Tactical and Treats have to try to kite it out. Treats with a nice retreat there through the dredge line, as M&S is still providing damage from range. Tactical flashes back over the wall, trying to stay alive, but M&S has the ball delivery ready to go. Blabber ain't done yet either, as he continues charging forward. Get him, Piggy, run!
Pick up the isolated tower up there. More money onto the Renekton. And here's another look at it. You open up the playbook here. The title of the playbook for Immortals is Dive. Page number 1 is Dive. The full table of contents, dive, 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 dive. And so you know what they're gonna go for.
Oh, and now Cloud9's looking to turn it around right back onto IMT. Solo will get focused down first. I don't see any way he's out of that one. No, sir. Blabber picks up his 5th kill of the game, maintains 100% kill participation, and with Immortals having lost their main front line, they do not want to approach the Drake any further. The bottom lane tier 1 falls. That is the final tier 1 turret that Cloud9 needed to pick up in this game. They're going to get that Drake on top of it. They're back up to nearly a 5,000 gold lead. I'm loving what I'm seeing from Immortals in terms of the fact that they're not giving up and just rolling over. They're ready to continue trying over and over again, but Cloud9
passive down and got the flying pig for the extra support though. Thank you, observers, for catching that one. Sven now.
Speaking of catches, it's Treats looking to go in, but Sven is not a good target. Solo may be able to follow up here. Blabber still on the front line. Nice double ulti from M&S, and Balulu's killed before he can pop that Blossom. Kenvi has to retreat as Solo now buys some time with the unstoppable force. Blabber continues the chase. M&S right next to him to provide the damage. Treats will have to drop here too as Immortals lose 3. Their jungler's got 20% health, and C9's got eyes locked on Baron.
Yeah, Cloud9 say your fun is over now, Immortals. our turn to
timer. This is tough stuff for Immortals to try to weather the storm here, but that's the only thing they can do. M&S is going to push up the mid lane wave as Fudge and Berserker escort the bottom lane wave to collide with the enemy tier 3 turrets at the same time, making sure they maintain multiple points of pressure, pulling Immortals back and forth between these lanes as Blabber and Sven once again frontlining. M&S takes a little damage, but he does not care. Blabber soaking all sorts of hits, but he still disengages in time. Now Sven stuck in the front. He's going to drop, and Fudge is soaking the damage next. Kenby has to try to get away, and he'll survive for now. A shutdown back over to Tactical as he picks up Fudge. It's a 2-0 for IM.
still looking for the angles. Tactical, he has flash.
Oh, just going to disengage there. Good enough so far, but Blabber's not done. Shockwave sets it up. M&S picking up another kill there, nice and easy. Double when you add treats into the mix. C9 now with a 5v3. I think they walk it down mid.
Blabber, riding on the most menacing pig you've ever seen, walks up to your AD carry and slaps him. What do you do, Flowers?
You just say, thank you, Mr. Piggy. I'll see you next game. It's looking like this one's just about done. C9 picking up mid lane inhib now.
Malphite and have everybody shove that thing down, get an objective bounty for yourselves, and hope that that is going to be enough money to try and make another successful dive play. Because we did see at the gates, at least,
Yeah.
they're still able to kill people that they can catch with their ultimate combo. You know, the Nico into the Malphite.
We'll see now. Well, maybe it's a little bit harder than I might have thought it would have been at first, as Kenby instantly loses half of his HP to a shockwave combo there from Orianna. Baron's already dead before Immortals can even make it into the scene. M&S is targeted there by the ulti coming out from Treats, but it won't matter. There's no follow-up. A nice use of the stasis as Fudge cuts down Tactical. Blabber's leading the charge, and Solo's stunned up. Kenby can't deal with the Piggy, and now he's got to use the Heartbreaker back over the wall. He just brings C9 to his own teammate. Kenby has condemned Treats to die with him, as Immortals will all get wiped off the map. There goes the Nautilus. Sven ends up picking up the kill credit there with the Ignite. Kenby's trying to run away, make it so they can't have the ace. But C9 is already onto the Nexus
Sven's
turret.
hunting him still. He
doesn't want to let him go. He's going after Viego, and honestly, I think Braum wins these. The Nexus is dropping. The Glacial
1v1.
Fissure. Get him. Oh, no. Blabber ruins the honorable combat, and C9 takes the game.
I gotta definitely say this with confidence that Ziggs should get pushed on Akali pre-6.
Yes.
That's one of the easiest kind of freebies there. Akali with no ult early on, so. Sad Crocodile.
Oh, this is about to be an even sadder Nautilus, my friends. Busio trying to get away, but the Lantern brings Yawn face to face with him for first blood. Team Liquid dunking on him in bot lane.
Core JJ proving why he wanted to pick that Thresh, you know, instead of pick for the team. Picks it, expecting the Nautilus. They just abuse it over and over. Finally actually getting the kill.
Oh, Quid flashing away, but the follow-up is there for AP. Yeah, you could see APA was hitting those caster minions. When minions were colliding at the absolute center of the lane, he was hitting them from the torches. Speaking of torches, man, the equalizer puts Quid in a bad spot. Summit swoops in to help APA grab another kill. And
Play reactive when your opponents have Herald, so Summit has no flash.
On a journey here, yeah. Just drops the equalizer on top of both enemy players, kites back towards it. A little bit more damage is not there as APA misses the Mega Inferno Bomb, and that should seal Summit's fate. 100 Thieves, even though it looked like a free pick, it's not actually once you consider all the costs and investments, as Busio is once again just beaten down. Piyoshik bonks him over the head.
Probably the only person who can actually carry this. You know, some sort of TB flank later in the game, so getting him gold might be worth it, but they're just down.
Yeah, no, he's
I'm also
really,
a fellow, you know, emote enjoyer myself.
He's an emoter, he's an all-chat trash talker.
Classic Athletes play. When they're behind, they just go, you know, 5 people on one side. I don't actually mind it too much, but
Quid is low. Busio's already down. Summit and Core JJ win in a 2v3. Quid escapes from the Mega Inferno Bomb. Leandries is ticking, but it will not burn him all the way.
badly, guys. We have to make it some sort of like a funny play. Yeah. You know, like that one they made top tier, the 45. That was a bad funny play because.
Oh, we know the frog. He's my favorite. I have him on at least 2 slots in the emote wheel, just out of principle.
My entire slot is the crap 9 emote.
Chilling, playing Ziggs, pushing down waves from a screen away.
Quid jumps back in on Summit. Does a lot of damage real fast to that Rumble and just explodes.
Extra tower node too.
This time they get a tower for the dragon that they gave, but it's also Hextech Dragon. which is worth about. It gives too much, not only stats for the dragons, but also just the slow is so annoying.
Especially with this team, the long range. Ziggs, you thought Ziggs was annoying before. When you get Hex procs on it as well. Another one.
Again. They're going to run it back on Summit. A little bit more damage from Quid would get it. Engage it back over the wall with a perfect execution. So 100 Thieves aren't going to lose anybody, but they won't get their kill either. Meanwhile, back here on the bot side, jungle, it's Pioshik versus Busio and Doublelift. Doublelift's got that killer instinct, but can he get the kill? He tries to flash follow Pioshik, who tries to go back in with an endless strike. It'll be a 1-for-1 as APA picks up Doublelift and Busio tries to get away. Jan's got the axe spinning, wants to pick up another one here, but Quid's ready to join up. He goes over the wall and drops the smoke. The whirling death comes out, and Quid barely survives. Someday wants a ruthless predator, but Busio's the one who drops. Someday trying to lead the way here and find something else for the side of 100 Thieves, but Team Liquid is already grouped up, and they're ready to strike back. Closer tries to escape with an Arctic Assault back over the wall, and 100 Thieves
Kills every minute from, you know, out of your screen. Has takes ult worst case, and Rumble has the Rumble ult, so there's just...
Yeah, there is that Rumble ult from downtown.
Oh my god.
Whirling Death just runs him over. Doublelift gets road killed in the river, and 100 Thieves are now just stuck 4v5.
He got killed by 3 champions that weren't even in his own screen.
R.
Oh, that feels...
Someday tries to get out now as Team Liquid's ready to keep the fight going. He won't get anything back, and Jan takes a killing spree. Keep your eyes on Core JJ. The death sentence could come out here, but it won't be needed as Team Liquid's already chased away the remaining. As Busio's using his sweeper, a couple whirling axes come out there. Core JJ over the wall trying to keep him away. He might just have to lay down his life for this one. Closes over the wall, but Baron goes over to APA. Doublelift jumps back into the fight now and finds a kill on his former support. APA, the killing spree here for the Ziggs. But Doublelift gets a shutdown on Jan as well. Summit with the flash back over the wall, and it's Grilled Toro as Doublelift wants to pick up one more, but Summit makes his 754 from Summit. Highest damage output from 100 Thieves was Sunday's Renekton as Quid goes to the Hex Gate. He's now behind Team Liquid. Made a reality here for 100 Thieves. Pushing up with the 4-man squad here in the bottom lane. Satchel charge. Honestly, it wasn't even needed. I think Jan would have killed the thing in one more auto attack.
It feels good, okay?
Yeah, it feels good, of course. This is why we play Ziggs, right? But Team Liquid taking up.
I want to see, now that they have Hex Soul, that play where they throw Draven ult, Ziggs ult.
And set up vision first, and then play, you know, put Baron, then go to Elder, then we end. While C9's like, I just end, bro.
Teleport anywhere behind them.
Just gone.
The turret evaporates. There's nothing left of the thing, and they made sure they took long enough to allow Summit to push the wave up mid too, but now Core JJ is going to be focused on the front. Busio's already down. Doublelift follows it up with a death of his own. Pioshik is picking up the money, and Summit is the one to put Doublelift in the dirt. Closer and Quid and Someday don't have a whole lot of ways still to fight back as another minion wave collides into the Nexus turrets, and 100 Thieves make their final stand. Death sentence onto Someday. He uses Dominus and Slice and Dice to disengage, but he still burns away. Summit's got the kill with the Ignite. It's a double kill back over to the TL top laner. Closer's the last man standing, and he can't leave the fountain. Pioshik dives in there just to mess with them.
Farming DPM right now.
Yep,
Closer.
Farm them stats. Get them numbers up. Them are rookie numbers. He's only got 2 kills. He needs some more to catch up with the rest of the team. Team Liquid. They're just gonna take their time with it now. That Nexus turret explodes. Closer trying to lead the charge. He's already dead. Busio explodes before I can finish my sentence, and Doublelift rounds it out for the ace. A double kill to Core JJ.
Game out, get in there and start targeting immediately once you see that late pick. But,
man, that's support Zach.
I got so happy with it. It's jungle that we want to see be the star of the show, and so far, Stixxay being able to push them in, but it's a mid gank and he's toast.
Boogie with the flash for the lockdown, man.
Back out. Maokai's gonna look for a mid while River looks bottom.
River with the Hex Flash over the wall to avoid the ward and also guarantee that he gets there in time as the wave crashes. Nicely played here from the Golden Guardians, but now Huhi's blobs are gonna die thanks to the reinforcement of TSM's mid laner. Insanity wanted to keep this one going a little bit further. Nice sidestep there to get away from the E2 on the Silas. River just barely misses out on the maximum range for the stun into the wall. And Golden Guardians have to walk.
One should be able to shove it back out and rotate right back down, no problem. But here goes Cassante.
All right, Licorice is all out. Haunter gonna get juggled back there with a third in Tofo strike, but Haunter might be able to turn this one around. Never mind, here comes River, and it's Huhi who gets the... Cannot see him in the fog right now. River coming around from the side. as He jumps into the mid lane, and now problems for the Golden Guardians. Licorice is found out by Boogie and Haunter. River's trying to disengage it with a Keeper's Verdict, but Insanity's already killed off Licorice. Nice pick
over extra vision, though. They take the Raptors. They definitely have full wards around Dragon to set up for the 1v1.
Licorice trying to duel Haunter down here, but it don't work out. Haunter takes him out. And Insanity over to see what's going on, but He's over the wall. Enchanted Crystal Arrow leads the way, and now the Nature's Grasp is ready to follow it up. Boogie in some trouble here as He's trying to bounce all over these guys. Chime with the retreat back over the wall as Insanity wants to re-engage, but He with a good drop, dropping the aggro here with a stopwatch. Haunter's in the middle of 5, but that's not where he wants to be. Goodbye, Crocodile. Golden Guardians get 2. Where are you going, Insanity? First Drake, 15 minutes into the game, finally about to go over the Golden Guardians there. Super Mega Death Rocket takes it low, but Haunter's going to go ahead and finish off this top lane tier 1 turret. That'll be a 2-0 turret lead for the side of TSM, while Golden Guardians try to make a play here in the mid lane, but Wild Turtle is having none of it. Ready to turn some of that damage around, and He just gives him a free kill. Avert your eyes, Zach players. That one was so far up against Licorice.
Yep, you got the kill, got the solo kill, got the dance on him, got a bunch of turret money. Now we're going to see the remnants of this turret go down, though.
Okay, River starting it off with the Keeper's Verdict to make sure they got a massive numbers advantage, and Turtle is already dead. Nicely played from the Guardians to take out the enemy carry and the mid lane turret.
He up here, there's no vision from TSM, so the Zac will be out of vision. They try and sniff out the possible
From being perennially 10th place to being 2nd place in spring, I think that this is the kind of guy they can trust to pop off in those moments, but He's getting caught. Passive hop. Meanwhile, back in the bottom lane, Licorice is all out, and Haunter's in some trouble. Licorice with a flash forward for the solo kill and the shutdown, but with He also taken out in the other side of the rift, it means Golden Guardians still got a problem to answer.
This is going to be interesting because Licorice won the 1v1. He can teleport in. The Baron's just getting burst, though.
Yeah, they're going to take the Baron. TSM are going straight in for this. Enchanted Crystal Arrow misses. Gory has to pop the Zonias just to stay alive. Wild Turtle tries to get away, but Gory takes him down. Licorice and River and Stixay against Insanity, Chime and Boogie. Boogie's going to be shot to pieces by the arrows as Insanity wants to fire back. Over the wall goes and he slams him in the face with the hammer. It's a double kill for Insanity as the Ash is finished off, but Licorice and River
all game long. And it's fun to watch. Golden Guardians up 2 dragons, but down 2,000 gold and the Baron buff. TSM coming to make it more.
Pathmaker from Licorice ready to re-engage against TSM as they try to collapse on the Cassante, and Licorice now has to be careful. He's so very low, and Wild Turtle's ready to provide a little bit of extra damage. All out to escape for Licorice, but Stixay can't do the same. Gory gets shot to pieces next, and Insanity's grabbing yet another kill. TSM may have just found the window to try to end the game nice and early. Wild Turtle, Haunter, and Chime leading the charge. Critically remember, Chime was the one who survived. He is the one Baron buff for TSM, making sure this push hurts the Guardians.
Yeah, good 20 seconds here left on Stixay. 30 on Gory, and TSM going to see what else they can get. 3v5 for the time being.
Licorice just wants to hold these guys off, but the Nature's Grasp has other plans. First Nexus turret is going to explode to Tristana as River and Licorice and He all try to defend to no avail. The Nexus turrets fall. TSM goes straight for the throat, and they take down Golden Guardians.
All they need is one Baron buff left. TSM